Well, a warm hello to you all. It's great to finally be back up at the old Tri-ang Super 4 railway. Now, it's been many weeks since I came up here and it was a bit of a mess. I've just been using this device and removed most of the debris. So I think it's looking quite tidy up here, considering I haven't run a train for, I just can't remember when I was last up here actually. I think the last video I made up here, we were probably running this IVAT, so a good while ago. But I'm filming this, I think it's Sunday the 22nd, and if I were to tell you here in Northamptonshire, since midnight, my weather station, now it's not the best weather station in the world, but it's recorded 65 millimeters of rain. So that's a good amount of rain, isn't it? So enough rain for me not to be able to carry on with my outside activities, and a good excuse to finally get back up and run a few trains. So I have got a couple I've just fetched out, nothing special, they're not box models, so we're just going to put them on the tracks and have a bit of fun. Now look at this, one of my favourite locos this is. If we sort of if I try and get a little bit closer, it's a really lovely Princess Elizabeth. Now it's not the latest one with the nickel plated wheels, or hasn't got a fancy smoke generator or anything, but what it's got is a really quite, I don't know, I think it's a really sharp matte paintwork. It's got stick-on nameplates, and this is just the sort of Tri-ang Hornby loco I love to run. Nothing too fancy, but my goodness, can you have some fun with this. Now I do believe, I haven't got the numbers, so I'm going to say off the top of my head, I think it's an R258. Now, I'm probably wrong. We've got some of these splendid and bright coaches behind, a bit newer. I think the brake is R929 and maybe the rest are 928. But yeah, there won't be too many numbers today because, as I say, I haven't really prepared anything. I just want to have a little bit of fun. So can I put some power into this? And look at that, just ease away. I think we might have a speed restriction or two on the main lines on account of the odd dead fly or wasp. So no high speed derailments today. I've missed the smell of these motors, I'll tell you that. I did run this just for 5 minutes a little while ago before I went and fetched my camera, and it's like a real tonic. You just come up here, run a couple of old trains and smell the oil and the windings. So I haven't cleaned the tracks, there's been no track cleaning, and the beauty of this replated Super 4 is it just seems to keep itself fairly clean. But look at that, those coaches are pretty much behaving themselves on their silver seal wheels, and the locos are running well. Now I'm trying to hold my camera as smooth as I can. I haven't got my normal stuff, so you'll have to let me off if it's a bit jerky. I hope you haven't eaten anything too recently. It might give you a bit of seasickness, all the swaying. But what have I got right round at the back? Well, another unboxed model, but I'm going to bring it round. Let's have a look. So power's going on, it's got a long train behind it, and it's just easing out of the big station. So let's just bring it round here and maybe slow it down. So it's a big 264 tank loco. Actually, let's go forward a little bit more. I want to look at these coaches just a bit of an abrupt stop there, a few spilt drinks. Right, I think you might need to correct me, this is W2220, and there you have it, a GWR 264 mixed traffic tank, and a legacy of the Hornby 00 days. But doesn't she look good there on the layout. Bright nickel wheels on that one. And let's just take a look at the coaches. Who have we got behind? Well, there's Vera. That one, Belinda. Let's just perhaps ease it forward a bit and see what else comes into view. These Wrenn Pullmans are really excellent coaches. I love them. So let's have a look. There might be some repetitions on here. So that looks like car 73. I am not very... oh, look, and what's that? Aries. Seem to be a duo of Aries there. And right at the back, car 77. And yeah, look good, don't they? So I'm going to get this going as well. So I'm going to ease it away, hopefully, nice and slowly, because if you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know I like to get some fairly nice scale running out of these old-time models. Perfectly possible. And if you haven't seen the layout before, it's all DC, very old school. You can check out some of the videos in the back catalogue on the channel for some of the modifications that we've done in the past to keep these locos running smoothly. And I do hope that in the winter, with more time available, I'll be able to get back to you with some more maintenance videos and a few little interesting upgrades. Look at that Princess Elizabeth there. Well, it will only be just a fairly short video, but once again, I do appreciate all the comments. Even though there's not been many uploads, I still like to read and try and answer all the comments, so thank you for taking the time to watch the videos and write a few lines. And I'm going to leave you with these two now. Now, if you do spot the odd dead fly or a little bit of something a mouse might have left behind, I apologise for that. I have gone over as best as I can, trying to just clean the layout up a bit. Look at that tank, it's picking up speed, isn't it? I'm going to head back to the controller and just notch it down a bit. Yeah, that's better. We'll just see whether I can show you. It flickers on this camera a bit, but I think the 0.3132 is the Wrenn and the 0.29 is the Tri-ang. So they're not drawing too much for old school DC motors. I need to give that meter a bit of a clean, don't I? It's covered in dust and insect debris. Okay, well, I'm going to continue to run these for a bit longer. So until the next video, I'll leave you with the Tri-ang Princess Elizabeth and the Wrenn GWR tank, and we'll have a little bit of good old DC running around the layout. So until the next video, thanks for watching, and I'll say goodbye.